ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। Shloka number 2 onwards. श्री भगवानुवाच
श्री भगवानुवाच
मय्यावेश्य मनो ये माम्
मय्यावेश्य मनो ये माम्
नित्ययुक्ता उपासते
नित्ययुक्ता उपासते
श्रद्धया परयोपेताः
श्रद्धया परयोपेताः
ते मे युक्ततमा मताः।
ते मे युक्ततमा मताः
ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यम्
ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यम्
अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते
अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते
सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च
सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च
कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्
कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्
सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामम्
सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामम्
सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः
सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः
ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव
ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव
सर्वभूतहिते रताः
सर्वभूतहिते रताः
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम्
क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम्
अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम्
अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम्
अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम्
अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखम्
देहवद्भिरवाप्यते
देहवद्भिर्वाप्यते
ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि
ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि
मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः
मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः
अनन्येनैव योगेन
अनन्येनैव योगेन
मां ध्यायन्त उपासते
मां ध्यायन्त उपासते
तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता
तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता
मृत्यु संसारसागरात्
मृत्युसंसारसागरात्
भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ
भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ
मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्
मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्
मय्येव मन आधत्स्व
मय्येव मन आधत्स्व
मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय
Mayi buddhim niveshaya.
Nivasishyasi mayyeva.
Nivashishyasi mayyeva.
Ata urdhvanna samshayaha.
Atha urdhvanna samshayaha.
Yeah. So I think this is where
We
we
stopped.
need to resume from. Yeah, number
We
8.
stopped 8. Oh, 6. We stopped at 7. Yes, correct.
I think 6 and 7 we start.
Dhanyavad.
So, starting from Jnana Yoga, okay, Nirguna Brahma Vichara, he comes down to Vishwarupa Bhakti, Vishwarupa Upasanam, right? So 6, 7, and 8. So we are about to, Krishna is about to conclude that Vishwarupa Upasanam here. Mayyeva mana adhatsva, mayi buddhim niveshaya. So, interesting order, right? He says, Jnanena mokshaha. Then if that is not, if jnanam is not your cup of tea, then prepare yourself. Okay? Prepare yourself through Vishwarupa Bhaktihi, Vishwarupa Dhyanam, Vishwarupa Vicharaha. If that is not, that is difficult for me to see Bhagavan. Even if you go to a village and ask him, Bhagavan kahan hai? Then say, Bhagavan kahan nahi hai? Ishwar kahan nahi hai, he will say. With a lot of conviction. He doesn't know all scriptures. Don't ask him about Prasthana Trayi and all these things. He doesn't know all that. But he will know this much. Kya baat kar rahe hain yahan? Okay, what are you talking? So that is Vishwarupa Darshan. That conviction is there. You first develop that conviction. Okay? And then, so that is what is presented by Sri Krishna here in 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So he's concluding that. Ananyenaiva yogena, he said in 6th. Then he gives a phalam of that. Tesham aham samuddharta. Because for everything he gives a phalam. Iska kya matlab hai? What will I get out of it? Krishna knows very well. These guys want something out of it. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the way it should be also. And therefore, mayyeva mana adhatsva. So if you continuing with this Vishwarupa, Bhakti, Vishwarupa, Dhyanam, okay? Don't worry about Jnana Yoga right now. Don't worry about Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Okay. Some people, neighbors are all doing something like that. That's okay. Don't worry about neighbors. Just stick to who you are. Right? And so Manaha Adhatsva. Adhatsva, Manaha. So again, place your mind in me. Think of me. Think of me. All you have to do is think of me. And whatever you see, you think of me. Vishwarupa Dhyana, right? Whatever you see a bird, hey, that's Ishvara's glory. Bring in the Vibhuti Yogaha, bring in the Vishwarupa Darshana Yogaha. Okay, everything, whatever you know so far, bring it in here. Okay, and so drop all judgment and therefore neutralize your ragadveshas that way also. And so Manaha Adhatsva. And previously I was an Arthakami. Now I give to the extent I can. I give more than I take. Okay? Can I switch my mind to say I give more than I take because I see Bhagavan everywhere. So wherever there is a need, I can step in. That kind of attitude can I develop through this vision, and which is now good because Swamiji says now you don't have to wait for your children to return from America or Canada, and because you're you now have Vishwarupa Darshanam, you are in that, and therefore you know that everything is in order. Everything is in order. That order is Ishvara. Therefore, there is only the basic expectations, very, very basic expectations, as far as possible. I take care of myself. Where I need help, I need help. If I don't know how to, if I can't walk, then I will need help. So all that help I will take. But then that helps me build my vision of this Vishwarupa Darshanam. Okay. Mayi, then look at this. Mayeva Manaha, that's why he uses the word Manaha. Then again he says, Mayi Buddhim Niveshaya. Mind. Then he says Buddhi. As though mind and Buddhi are separate. Yeah. Mind and Buddhi are separate until the Buddhi goes along with the mind. So mind is what? It is always saying, should I do this? Should I not do this? This is a waste of time? Not a waste of time. No, that is not the way. Mayi, Manaha, Adatsva. No, that's not the way. Buddhi also niveshe. The mind has to be convinced. Okay, let's say intellect has to be convinced. The convinced intellect backing the mind. Backing them. Yeah, I know this is my journey. And I'm crystal clear about what I want. And this vision, I'm not ready for that Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam yet, because that is next step, right? But I'm at least as of now, I'm very clear. Okay. Whatever be my marga, however I came here, whether it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu marga or Mirabai marga or any other marga from the Dakshin Bharat, okay, I'm very clear about this. And therefore, Buddhim Niveshaya. I have enough granthas, I have enough scriptures, I have enough people to back me up. I have enough gurus to back me up. So Buddhim Niveshaya, because fundamentally rational being. That is why they say faith, however strong the faith is, it can be shaken. It can be shaken. Why? Because the Buddhi is not there backing up. Faith means I believe in something and I stick to that belief. Strong faith. And it can be shaken. Strong faith can be shaken. Some life events happen, strong faith can be shaken. Okay. Some fantastic logic comes, strong faith can be shaken. It's possible. And that's how conversions happen. Conversions happen because of this. They tell you something and you don't know what to say to that. And therefore, the guys get stuck after that. And therefore, that buddhi is so important. Fundamentally rational we are. So we have to be convinced of where we are, what we're doing. And that's what Krishna is talking about here. That, and of course, eventually I'll get to a point where no, I have to study. I have to know more. Because pure belief is not rational. Okay. Rationality is there as I rely on so many other people and my surroundings, my dharma, my country, my people, my itihasa Puranas. Everything I rely on, I'm sitting on a lot of stuff here. And then I eventually will end up with Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam. And so, but that one example of the pot, this one example is enough. When I see pot, I'm actually seeing clay. When I'm holding the pot, I'm actually holding clay. I'm holding the upadana karanam, the material of the pot. Okay, I'm seeing the material. Therefore, I know very well that the material which the world is made of is what I'm seeing. Okay, even though I see the world, but the content of the world is what I'm actually seeing. The pot is nama and the form is rupa. Nama rupa cannot hide the material. Look at that logic. Nama rupa cannot hide the material. Pot does not hide clay. Okay, so everywhere there is clay. And likewise, golden ornament, some people like that example. Gold, when I touch the ornament, I am touching gold. I am seeing gold. Therefore, that one example is enough for me to appreciate this Vivarta Upadana Karanam. Correct? That the whole world has to be only one thing. I may not know what that one thing is, but it has to be just that one thing. Okay. And then how do I connect that with the creator? Well, for that some Shravanam is needed. How can you say Bhagavan is there in this world? How can you say that? Well, you have to bring in the Nimitta Karanam also. In the case of the pot, no, the pot maker is not here. Pot maker is somewhere else. I don't even need to know who the pot maker is. But in the case of the Jagat, it is not like that. So that Shravanam is there. And then we saw that discussion. It will come later in the Shravanam, right? So that one example is enough to begin my Vishwarupa Darshan. Okay? Bringing it to my life, making it real. And so may your intellect also be convinced. Mayi buddhim niveshaya. Niveshaya means may your buddhi also enter me. The way of saying, may you be convinced about all this. Earlier also he said, second chapter, Vyavasayatmika buddhihi ekeha kuru nandana. What did we say? Vyavasayatmika was, Shankaracharya explained it as Nischayatmika buddhihi. Correct? A mind, a buddhi, an intellect that is clear about what the goals are. Clear about goals. If I'm clear about what my goal is, then whatever I do will subserve that goal because I have that goal in mind. Whereas if my goal is not clear, there itself he says in second chapter, Vyavasayatmika buddhihi ekeha purunandana. Ekeha means that mind is only focused on one thing. And anything else I do is just subsidiary. Okay. But then, Bahushaka Yanantascha Buddhayo Avyavasayinam. For those who are not clear, they will have many, many, many goals. Many, many, many goals. Independent goals will be there. That's how it is. We know that. And so here also, Mayi Buddhim Niveshaya. And next chapter also, he's going to say, 13th chapter, Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam. Bhagavan Krishna is going to use that word. And therefore, Nivasishyasi Mayi Eva. You have to split it like that. Mayi Eva. In me alone. Nivasishyasi. You will be in me alone. You will be in me alone. And that's any way you look at it, that's correct. Because if I look at myself as a human being with a body and a mind and limited, then also you are in me. That is perfect. Vishishtadvaita, correct? That is perfect. But then, as my vision expands to Vishwarupa Darshana, then after Shravanam, when my view about myself also begins to change, right? Then of course there is Advaita Siddhihi. Okay. And so with that being there, I can't say things like God is partial. God is partial, you know. I've been praying all along. Things haven't worked well for me. This is human psychology is like that. But the psychology that we use on people, we project on God also. Ishvara also. Bhagavan is not kind to me. He is, despite all my prayers, he has not answered my prayers. Okay. So that kind of doubt, there is no need to have nivasishyasi mai eva. That is what he's saying here. Swamiji here quotes quotes a popular song in southern India. It's very popular. Alaipayude Kanna. Like that, there is a song, Kannada Ragam. And Kadari. What together? Kadari Manamurigi Tan.
Arikkevo.
Kadari Manamurigi Nan Ariko. Should I cry? Why are you not listening to me? Should I just do you like me to just cry for you? Is that what you want? And then Itara Madarudan Ni Kalikko. You means Krishna. You're having a lot of fun with so many people while you're ignoring me. That's a bhakti there. A lot of bhakti is there. And so it's a dialogue between this bhakta and Bhagavan Ishvara. And so Sri Krishna. And so this kind of problem also you can't have, you shouldn't have, like that Swamiji says. Not the problem. This kind of attitude you don't have to have, you cannot have. And idu tagumo, idu murayo, idu dharmam tano, like that he says. Is this fair on your part? Hey Bhagavan, idu dharmam tano. Is this dharma? Is this your idea of dharma? Like that is the question is asked. And so, no, there is no such thing. That cannot happen. So I don't have to plead for you. And everyone has that access to Ishvara. That is our issue. Some other Ishvara, out there, we cannot apply this logic. Correct? We may not be able to apply because separation is there. Separation is there, and he has to be pleased by me. I will always have a doubt. Did I please God or not? The doubt will always be there. And that's what they say also. And even Krishna seems to say that. Okay. Anyway, so Chaturvidha, Bhajante Mam, etc. We've seen all that. Ata urdhvam na samshaya. Na samshaya. There is no doubt. There is no doubt. Ata urdhvam. Thereafter. Ata urdhvam means thereafter. Once you appreciate me everywhere in this world, then with that Vishwarupa Bhaktihi, na samshaya. Gaining me, within brackets you have to say, or nivasisyashi mayi eva, there is no doubt that you are in me, literally, right? You are in me. And of course, there is no doubt that, you remember, we went from number 5 to number 4. No doubt that you will now be accessible to me beyond Vishwarupa Bhaktihi. And you will be able to do that Nirguna Brahma Vicharaha, Nirguna Brahma Upasanam Vicharaha. That's the message of this shloka, number 8. So let's translate. Fix the mind on me alone, full stop. Fix the intellect on me alone, full stop. Thereafter, there is no doubt. Thereafter, there is no doubt that you will dwell in me alone. You will dwell in me alone. Fix the mind on me alone. Fix the intellect on me alone. Thereafter, there is no doubt that you will dwell in me alone. So let's read the next mantra, number 9. Atha chittam samadhatum
अथ चित्तं समाधातुं
na shaknoshi mayi sthiram
न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्
abhyasa yogena tataha
अभ्यासयोगेन ततः
mamichhaptum dhananjaya.
मामेच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय
Atha chittam samadhatum
अथ चित्तं समाधातुं
na shaknoshi mayi sthiram
न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम्
abhyasa yogena tataha
अभ्यासयोगेन ततः
mamichhaptum dhananjaya.
मामेच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय
So he's now continuing. Atha, atha. So what's the progression so far? Krishna starts from Jnana Yoga. And then he says, if Shravanam is too much for you, okay, because Shravanam requires sitting. Sitting is not alone not enough. It requires listening to something that is you never heard about. And I don't see the connection between this teaching and myself, my life. No, that's how it starts. It's all very vague. And it is not, it doesn't, but because it is not in Artha, Kama, even in Dharma category, it is not there. What to do? It's so different. Okay, so different it is. And therefore, so much is required. Therefore, that is the starting point there. He starts from the most, we don't say advanced, we don't say that word, but it's Shravana Manana Vidyasanam. If you can't do that, then Vishwarupa Darshanam, that is much easier. Much easier. According to Krishna, that's much easier, right? And then that Jnana Yoga was talked about in 3, 4, and 5. Okay? Correct? Then he says, if that is difficult, then come down to Vishwarupa Darshanam. Okay? And then of course, come down to Eka Rupa Ishvara. Eka Rupa Ishvara Bhakti. Eka Rupa Ishvara Dhyanam. Eka Rupa Ishvara. Okay? That is what is commonly everybody is aware of that Eka Rupa Bhakti. That is what he's going to talk about here in starting from 9. Shloka number 9. Now, that's why this chapter is interesting and important. Why? The chapter is titled Bhakti Yoga. You thought it's going to talk about some bhakti is going to flow out of this chapter. But he's saying bhakti is underlying everything I do. That entire pursuit, what is the child's pursuit also is imbued by bhakti. And the adult's pursuit also is imbued by bhakti. Bhakti cannot be divorced from anything I do. That is how my life should be, he's saying, by listing all these things and calling it Bhakti Yoga. That's why this chapter is quite very important, right? And he's giving us different steps he's giving us. And all that is part of Bhakti Yoga. Okay? And Shankara's Bhashyam also, he writes like that. And Viveka Chudamani, look at this. There is a shloka number 31 in Viveka Chudamani. Moksha Karana Samagriyam. Okay. Among the tools available for moksha Karana Samagriyam. Okay. Samagri means things. Among the things we have for moksha, right? Look at this. Bhaktireva gariyasi. The greatest is bhakti. Okay, bhaktireva gariyasi. Then swa swarupanu bhaktirityavidhiyate. And he defines what bhakti is. Swa swarupanu recognizing myself, the true nature of myself is called bhakti. This is not the popular definition of bhakti. Swaswarupanu Bhagavan ka naam nahi hai yahan in this definition of bhakti. Swa is self. It's all about myself, bhakti. So that is why we have to study. That's why we have to study. Without studying, we will not go anywhere. And so, Swaswarupanu Sandhana. So through the word, through the God, you come to myself. Long journey, you come to myself. I have to go through all this entire process. Kama, Dharma, everything. And then Bhagavan, Ishvara, universe, everything. And then finally what? Every finger is pointing at me. So, Swaswarupanu Sandhanam Bhaktiritya Vidhiyate. Okay. So, love. So anyway, Atha Chittam Samadhatum Na Shaknoshi. So look at that. Previously, what did he say? Previous shloka. Mayeva Mana Adhatsva. Adhatsva. Same thing. Atha. If in case Samadhatum Na Shaknosi. Chittam is mind and buddhi, okay? If you can't place your mind and buddhi in me, like I told you in the previous shloka, correct? Na shaknosi means not able to. You are not able to. Mai, in me, sthiram, firmly. Firmly. Firmly means not in fits and starts, they say, fits and starts. Sometimes you start your car or two-wheeler or thing. It starts and then it says good. It stops. Then it goes. Then you're happy. Then again, some noises are coming and then it slows down. It's called fits and starts. So something is not right. Okay. So, if you're not able to do that, like I told you in the previous shloka, then what? Then we expect here. So, Abhyasa Yogena Tataha Mam Ichhaptum Dhananjaya. Same. Abhyasa Yogena. Then by Abhyasa Yoga is what he's saying. He's just using one word there. That's it. Then if that is not, if Vishwarupa Bhakti is not, if you are not able to do that, then you do Abhyasa Yoga. Okay? Abhyasa Yoga. So there, Ekarupa Bhakti. Correct? Ekarupa Bhakti, which we are all very familiar with. Ekarupa Bhakti, the entire world relies on Ekarupa Bhakti, right? Ekarupa Dhyana. Whatever be the Rupa, okay? We have a pantheon of, or marketplace of Devatas. At least in Sanatana Dharma, we have that. That freedom is there. Whatever Devata I want, I can hold on to. Ishta Devata. Very important. Only Sanatana Dharma has that idea of Ishta Devata. And Bhagavan, Bhagavati. Bhagavan is there, Bhagavati. You can go with either one. Doesn't matter. Nobody is going to say, I can be a Krishna Upasaka, I can be a Devi Upasaka. No problem. Nobody is going to say one is greater than the other. It doesn't work like that in our Dharma. And then, of course, further Devatas are there. Grama Devatas are there. Kula Devatas are there. There is, if you go further, deeper and deeper into this, you'll find lot of variation, lot of different ways of worshipping Bhagavan, Ishwar. Okay? And even you take Rama or Krishna also, and Balakrishna. My Ishtadevata is Balakrishna. Because I connect with Balakrishna very well. Or my Ishta Devata is all the attributes of Krishna, what he is known for. Or Radha Krishna, Govardhana Giridhari Krishna. Like this, any aspect of Krishna, there are different temples built for a specific aspect of Krishna or Rama. Like that it is. Okay. And hey Arjuna, when you are naming your children, you went to Google, you tried to Google, what should I name my child? Right? Everybody goes to Google. And then Arjuna, you Googled. And then you and your wife liked Surya. Then you wanted to know the synonyms of Surya. Surya. Should we call him Surya? But Bhaskar, then there is argument. No, we should call him Bhaskar. Okay, let's look at. No, about Aditya. How about Pushan? Pushan. It's not Pushan. How would it be if you call him Pusha? No? Looks like Usha, And so there's some confusion there. Okay. So all these are Devatas. Doesn't matter. Every Indian name, it's all the names of Devatas. So much is available. Suppose you want a mixture, not complete human being. These are all human being forms, Then not a problem. Then Ganapati is there. Ganapati comes to our mind. So not a problem. And one Caucasian American told me, when they come to Dharma, from Christianity, the first God they worship is Ganesha. You know why? They can't handle human beings, worshipping human beings. That because they're conditioned like that. But Ganesha is okay because elephant I can do namaskar to elephant. Okay. And then slowly through elephant, I'll come to Rama, Krishna, etc. I'll come later. But so is that your idea? Okay, that's also not a problem. Hanuman is there. As children, we loved Hanuman so much because this is too good. Too good. There's a monkey, and I love monkeys also. And Hanuman can fly also. Oh, fantastic flying monkey. And so we love. Hanuman can be my Ishta Devata. No problem. No problem. Because Hanuman is a Tivra Bhakta of Rama. Therefore, if Hanuman is my Ishta Devata, Bhakti should come to me from Hanuman, just like that. Okay. And so, like this, we have all these things. And if you want only purely animal. Okay. Cow is there. Gomata is there. Gomata, oh, enough. You are having cow. You want to worship cow every day in the morning. You want to do arati to cow. Good. Over. Your day's job is over. Gomata is there. You want something scarier? Yeah. Snakes also people worship in India. Not a problem. They will put some milk in this snake, what do you call it? Snake pit or something. Not pit. It's the mud house where the snake is living. And you put the milk is gone. Huh?
Ant pit actually. It's ant pit.
Sand pit.
Ant pit.
Okay, bit by ant. Okay. So snakes also they worship. We don't run away from snakes. Snake also is God. We do run away sometimes. But while praying, we don't run away from snakes. We pray to snakes. So it doesn't matter. Animals also you can. When I thought about this, this, do you know why Disney is successful? Disney is very successful because after all, what he did, Mickey Mouse, long ago, first character, Mickey Mouse, and then Donald Duck. Like this, he came up with all these characters, correct? These characters, and then made movies out of these characters. And then Lion King. Look, these are all stupid, right? You know why it's stupid? Because no animal can talk. How can Simba talk? Please tell me. How can a lion talk? Not possible. And but yet people love it. You know why? Knowing very well that this is not true. This is not true at all. This is not a true story at all. They love it. Because you know why? We project that humanness on every animal. We project our idea of dharma on every animal. We talk very well. Animals don't have dharma. Okay, but still we project all values. So these movies, what we get out of these movies is what? Values. Our idea of values, our idea of life, our idea of winning and losing, our idea of sorrow and happiness, everything we project on these animals, these movies. That's why these animated movies are so successful. And now you can't say he did not act well, she did not act well. You can't say because there is no she, he there. Okay. So that's another added advantage. Otherwise, you'll say, oh, this guy is okay, could have been better. There's no chance for that also. Long ago, there was a movie called Finding Nemo. Okay. And this is a very interesting story. It's a fish. Previously, ducks and animals and lions, then fish. The story about fish. This is just unbelievable. And some what's his name? Something Marlin, Milan or something. Marlin, I think. Marlin is the name of this fish. And he loses his son. His son is Nemo. And son is lost. Because he went into the ocean, he should not have gone that far. And he ends up somewhere. He ends up in the harbor of Sydney. Sydney harbor, he ends up in this doctor's office. Doctor's office. In the fish tank, he's there. And but now this Marlin is trying to search for Nemo. Because Nemo is lost, And so that's the story about this thing. Why should people watch this movie? Because there's so much realism. There is pain, there is sorrow, there is loss. Everything that I experienced that Marlin is experienced. Nemo is lost. Nemo is looking for parents and is trapped in a cage-like thing in a fish tank somewhere. Okay. The comments people give for a movie like this is so amazing. Catchy statement. 70% of the surface of the earth is covered by water. That's a lot of space to find one fish. Okay? That's too much work. Another guy says, this movie, see it. SEA. See it. Okay? So all these things are coming to my mind now. But I'm saying, our devatas, for animals itself, it's like this. Our devatas are all praised in Puranas. Purana, that's how we hear. Itihasa Purana. Ramayana, Mahabharatam. Puranas, this imagination even goes beyond Itihasas. Correct? Beyond Itihasa. And so, for us, there's this movie is itself blockbuster, it has become. Simba, Lion King is a blockbuster. Therefore, if somebody says this Purana is fictional, it's not real. We have no problem with that. Let it be fictional. Whoever did it is a genius. Vyasa is a genius. I would say it becomes even more. Is it fictional? Oh, that's even more of a genius. Because if it is real, Vyasa, all he has to do is report whatever is real. Now you say it's not real. Okay, then we have to just 3 times a day I have to worship Vyasa. Previously only once. Vyasa Purnima. Now we need to have many more Vyasa Purnimas. Okay. Therefore, this Ishta Devata is very big, and so this is how it goes, right? That Abhyasa Yoga, Swamiji calls it. See, Shakracharya says, Ekasmin alambane manaha stitaha. He said, in one form, correct? Pratima. In one pratima, all these are pratimas, right? Rama, Krishna, Devi, all these are pratimas, different types of Devis, right? There are pratimas. In one form, you keep your mind. That is how Shankaracharya explains this word Abhyasa Yoga. Because there's no way, otherwise you have to interpret this word. We are now interpreting this word, correct? Abhyasa Yoga. And do you know the other meaning for Abhyasa Yoga? He also said, Tat Purvakam Yogaha. He uses that word, Shankaracharya, Tat Purvakam. And then, or Swami Dayanandaji says, Ashtanga Yoga he brings it. Karma Yoga he brings to that Abhyasa Yoga. Karma Yoga you know very well. Ashtanga Yoga, huh? Okay, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Dharana, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samana. 8. Okay. So Abhyasa Yogena, because that is easier. Yama, Niyama, do's and don'ts, discipline, basic disciplines of living. Okay. Eating onwards, talking onwards. Okay. Doing the right thing, avoiding from not doing the doing the wrong thing. All these are Yama, Niyama. Asana, Pranayama. Asana Pranayama, thanks to International Day of Yoga, Modi ji has succeeded in making everybody all over the world do yoga. We have to give him something. Absolutely amazing. So, asana pranayama, then dharana. Dharana is a practice of focus. Practice, holding on to something and staying with it. That practice is called dharana. Then dhyana, samadhi, etc. And then karma yoga. Karma yoga. This Ishwararpana buddhi and prasada buddhi, which is part of karma yoga, which is how we define karma yoga. Karma yoga is not, see, in the last IIT Kharagpur talk, I mentioned this. And karma yoga is often attributed to the action itself. Okay. Perfection in action. I tried to say it. And most people, perfection in action. And so I wanted to say that perfection is not karma yoga. How do you define perfection? Correct? Perfection means you have to do you have to cook properly. You say, it's all right, you have to cook properly. That's correct only. You can't burn the food. If you don't cook properly, food will get burnt. There's a lot of salt in the food. Yeah, all that is correct. But that is not karma yoga. Karma yoga is what is the attitude with which I'm cooking. Regardless of how good of a cook I am, correct? Look at that. You see where we are going. I must be a good cook. That is one definition of karma yoga, perfection in action. Or if I interpret perfection as a perfection in attitude, what is the attitude with which I do what I do? Okay, that changes the whole thing. And now it applies to everybody, every human being. Okay. And so here, the word abhyasa, what is the meaning of abhyasa? The meaning of abhyasa is repetition. Repetition. Okay, that's the literal meaning of the word abhyasa. You know, this Panini uses the word abhyasa, where in the Sanskrit language, the dhatu gets repeated. Like mumukshu, right? Mumukshu, we have mumuksha, we've heard that word before. But really the dhatu is much dhatu. But what happens, that mu doubles. There is a duplication. Copy mu, paste mu before mu. There is a rule in grammar. And that copy paste is called abhyasa in that Sanskrit language. Okay, Panini uses the word abhyasa. Why? Because abhyasa means repetition. Do it once. That's what it is. Repeat once. And that's how you get this mumukshu, jignasa, okay, bubuksha. All these words comes like that, duplication. Therefore, here for us though, abhyasa means what? Repeat it. Keep on doing it again and again. Vyasena. Somewhere we came across the word abhyasa, correct?
Abhyasena kaunteya vairagyena.
Again, it's a grihyate. Arjuna asked the question, Chanchalam himana Krishna pramati balabhadridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkrutam. Okay, sixth chapter. It has to be sixth chapter because mind, right? 630 something, 435, 36.
35.
Okay. 35. Then Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Asamshayam Mahab. Krishna, Arjuna is saying, hey, this mind is, this mind is out of control. Finally, you feel, finally, Arjuna is saying the same thing. Abba, I have company, You see, half the sorrow, more than half the sorrow, 90% of the sorrow is gone if we have company. One company is enough. That's enough. That's enough. Three's company, no, need not have three's company. One company, two is enough. And so he says, my God, Krishna, his mind is out of control. Pramati balavad dridam. It is just taking me places that I don't want to go. And Krishna says, asamshayam. Yeah, without a doubt, mind is like asamshayam. It is like kandain seedayai. That answer, Kandain. Hindi mein kya bolta hai? I need to know how they say it in Hindi. When Hanuman comes back from Lanka to Rama and then reports,
In
Rama is
Valmiki
anxious.
Ramayana, the word used is drishtva.
Okay, he is coming back and reporting to Rama, and Rama is anxious, looking at Hanuman. What should he say? And in Tamil, Kandain. Kandain means saw. Saw. Look at that. Look at the
Not drishtva, drishta. Sorry.
Drishta. Seeing,
Drishta.
saw. Oh, one word, that's all it is. Saw. Okay, that's everything else is a detail. Saw means, of course, who else will you have seen, right? You've got to search for Sita. Everything else is I can fill up the blanks, right? So saw. Everything else is a detail. And so, Hindi mein kya hai? I don't know. Tulsidas must say something. I would like to know what he said. That Hanuman's words to Rama, I want to know. If any of you know, please let me know. And Valmiki also, Drishtva. I think Drishtva is the word. Valmiki Rama. Drishtva. Or Drishtam, maybe he says Drishtam.
Drishta.
Yeah.
Drishta. Drishta.
Drishta, correct. Drishta.
Not drishtva. Drishta.
Drishta, that's what I'm saying. Drishta, it should be. Sita, Drishta. Sita has been seen. That's it. Everything is a detail. And your face tells me everything is good also. So that's one word. Drishta. Drishta means seen. Like that here. Asamshayam. Bhagavan is saying in that chapter 6. Without a doubt. And so there he said, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. There we saw the word Abhyasena. Okay, Abhyasena what? Abhyasa yogena tataha mam ichcha aptum. Okay, 3 words are there. Mam, ichcha and aptum. 3 words are there. Dhananjaya. Mam aptum ichcha. Ichcha means desire. Desire to gain me. Mam aptum ichcha. Hey Dhananjaya. Through that Abhyasa Yogena, Tataha, from that Abhyasa Yoga, you seek to gain me. Like that he's saying. So, yeah. So Abhyasa Yoga. See, look at how we study the Shastra. The word Abhyasa Yoga can be interpreted now, right? You can't look up the dictionary for the word Abhyasa Yoga. You won't find it. You won't find it. Abhyasa means repetition. Punaha, punaha. Paun of punyena shravanam kubriyat. Adhika adhikam. Okay. That is the meaning of Abhyasa. So there, and then what? What should I do repeatedly? It's not given. So that is why we need to. Sampradaya is so important. Sampradaya. Okay. So let's translate this. If you are not able to fix the mind, If you are not able to fix the mind firmly on me, you're not able to fix the mind firmly on me, comma, then seek to attain me by means of Abhyasa Yoga. By means of Abhyasa Yoga. But here you have to put within parenthesis what we studied. You can say Eka Rupa Bhakti, comma, Karma Yoga. So that we know when we refer to it, we know what we mean by. So may you, what is it? Then seek to attain me by means of Abhyasa Yoga, O Arjuna. If you are not able to fix the mind firmly on me, then seek to attain me by means of Abhyasa Yoga, O Arjuna. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimahishaha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Lokas Samastas Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Shalini Desho Yam Shobharahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om